This is the Negro Ninja, and I want to talk about awkwardness. Awkwardness with a bitch. Awkwardness with a bitch. Is it really your fault that the situation is awkward? Is it really? We have been trained as people, well, as men in particular, that if a situation is not going right, it is your fault. Now, everybody is trained that way, but it's really the men that they really like to hammer that philosophy onto. They like to just drill it into your mind. It's your fault. This didn't happen because you suck. Now, one has to realize that if you're good with people, how hard is it to be good with the bitch? How hard is it? Oh, you walk up to somebody, hey, how you doing? Hey, you saw the game? That's not awkward. You just walk up to somebody and talk. See, the funny thing is, when it comes to women, a woman is not really a person. You know what I mean? So you conversing with a woman might not get the results that you're supposed to have, per se. See, the results you're supposed to have, like a woman will go out of her way to make the situation awkward herself. It don't really be the man all the time, because you just have to gauge yourself. If you're not awkward with people in general, why would you be awkward with a bitch by just saying, hey, what's up? You know how a hoe would do. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey. You know how they do it? They just, they'll do that shit sometimes. Like, some women will play with you like that. And to me, well, not to me, because I see through this shit. This is really a form of torture. Like, the awkwardness is a form of torture, because it really shouldn't get awkward unless you just talk about something that she's just not comfortable about. Oh, I see that scar right there. So scars are cool, right? And it's really hard for me to be awkward on purpose, but it doesn't take much for a woman to play that little awkward card. It's torture. Women are like cats. They just like to torture things, and they prey on things. That's like another form of that. And I also made a video a while back talking about nice guys are like batteries to these hoes. That's not necessarily just for the nice guys. It's really for every type of man in general. Because different types of men serves as different types of batteries to these bitches. You got your AA batteries. You got your AAA batteries. You got your lithium. You got those big Duke batteries. Now, I don't have time to really break down which nigga is what, because I just came up with this shit. So basically, I said in the other video that the woman has to drain the man to get the energy to suck the idiot's dick. And that's basically what she's doing when she's making a situation awkward. You see, lots of times these women want to make it all awkward with you. You will see that she's more outgoing with the other person. First of all, let's use the Facebook as an example. She could be all like, oh, hey, and then just be dry as hell. And I'm using Facebook as an example because you can see her activity and interactions with other people. And right after that shit, women like to make those little statuses for attention. It's usually involving some type of sexual innuendo. And then you'll see how other people interact, and you'll sometimes even see that she's been getting dick pictures from everybody. Everybody but you. Because a woman has her particular type of man she likes to slut to. And you could just be rubbing her the wrong way with, like everything is about the woman, you know what I mean? So basically, you don't actually have to insult a woman with words ever, because women like to paint pictures when they see men. You could be painting a picture that she's inferior. You could be painting a picture that she's a slut. You could come off a certain way to make her feel like a slut. I know I feel like a slut to this guy. He's so well-mannered. You know, because I'm telling you, man, like if you have to come off as vulnerable, like and vulnerable, not necessarily meaning that she can get you. She just has to feel like superior to you, or you just have to make her feel like she is not as bad as she is, or something. Very strange to me, because most women are hoes, and they know this. So women have a certain agenda when talking to some dudes. You could just be on the wrong end of the stick with her agenda, you know, because they have a certain amount of guys that they don't fuck with just to fuck with mentally. You know, she might not even find you unattractive, but they have a certain number of guys they have to fuck with mentally. I'm not fucking with you just to fuck with you. Just think about that statement for a good 5 minutes. I'm not fucking with you just to fuck with you. You see, and I'm thinking about the Illuminati and stuff, right? About how the Illuminati don't just flat out kill people all the time. They like to torture them to draw out the essence. It's a certain type of fluid your body gets when it's under stress or in fear. And they like to extract that from people and drink it. That's essentially what these hoes is doing. That's the fluid that they're extracting from you spiritually or something by fucking with you like that. You know, I ain't really into you, but in reality, she kind of is, but she's just doing that just to get her fuel. They have to have their fuel to be the whole that they want to be to the highest capacity. So do not get offended when these hoes play these games, because many times they do that to you. They transfer the energy they get from other drained men to inferior men. You can never be offended. Never let that get to you, because I'm a fly ass dude myself. I'm a ladies' man at heart. That's why I can sit back and talk shit about bitches 24/7, because I've been around them my whole life. Been around them. I know how they operate. Just even without the MGTOW philosophy, I can just see a lot of shit that always annoy me. And they're just going to do that to you. It doesn't matter. You cannot judge yourself based off of how women do you, because women never do right in the first place. You don't get the results you want because a woman does not operate within reality. She operates in her reality. You know, and the way that people manipulate bitches is by making it all about them. I don't know the art to it, but I can kind of get the gist of it. You know, you manipulate her by making it all about her. And that's essentially how you get in with a bitch that's all real stupid like that. But is it really worth it? You know, so basically when it gets awkward with the woman, it's a high possibility that she made it that way. She made it awkward. You know, that's like her asserting her dominance in a sense. I control this situation. Because you will be surprised at what being charming actually does to a lot of women. I think I might make a video about that later. Certain actions you do will actually make a woman feel obligated to give you better responses, but they have to be a bitch just to express their dominance. And that's all I got to say for this topic right now. This has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.